What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Youngster, back at it again with another video. Today we're going back over week number 2 of the Dodgers season. Last week I did a review of the first week of games. Now this week we're doing a review of week number 2 in the books for the Dodgers, and a lot of you guys really liked that video last week, so I thought, why not do it again? So we're gonna be doing this for the rest of the season until the season is over. I think it's about 5-6 weeks left to go before it's playoff time. So without further ado, let's do it. Before we do though, if you're new here, like and subscribe. Liking the video helps me, supports the channel in any way possible. And subscribe here if you're a Dodger fan, baseball fan, sports fan. We got it all. Tomorrow we'll be doing a Laker video in the bubble, reviewing the Lakers games this week. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And we're back. So after leaving Houston with the sweep, the Dodgers went on to face the Arizona Diamondbacks out at Chase Field and started off with the bang with a 6-3 win over the D-backs. Ross Stripling has pitched really good ever since he started on the second game of the year, and he's filled in a rotation really nicely for the Dodgers. He is now 3-0, spoiler alert, but he gets the win in AZ 6-3 on Thursday. The next day, the Dodgers face the D-backs and they lose 5-3. The bullpen comes in and blows it late in the 8th inning. Blake Treinen couldn't get the job done, missed plays in the infield, and bad managing by Dave Roberts. And let me just tell you this right now, I am not comfortable with Dave Roberts managing this team. I know they have a great record, they're off to a decent start, but I'm still not sold on Dave Roberts. I have not been sold on Dave Roberts since who knows when the first time he blew it. But again, so this team is really good. This team has been good ever since Dave Roberts has been there, and they've gone to 2 World Series. I know that's something they cannot do with Don Mattingly, but I still do not trust Dave Roberts in big situations. And so quote me on that as we get into late in the season and October. But they lose 5-3 versus D-backs Friday, and Saturday the offense finally comes through and the offense went big. They got the job done and it took a 2-1 series lead heading into the final game of the series in Arizona, with Clayton Kershaw making his debut on the mound and Bellinger, after getting a day 3 out of 4, I think that's about what you could have seen them doing, and they got the job done. So it was on to San Diego. On to San Diego it was for the Dodgers, and in my predictions video for the National League West, I said I had the Padres in second place. I had the Padres as the best contender for the Dodgers this season. And I know everyone's predictions that I had seen previously had the D-backs second. The D-backs had Mad Bum, D-backs had Starling Marte, and Mad Bum is off to a horrible start. Starling Marte has barely done anything, made any difference. You know, all the other pieces too have not quite lived up to potential. So I saw the Padres as a legit threat for the Dodgers, and that's what they lived up to. The Padres are a great team. They're a good team. I love my boy Tatis out there in San Diego. One day I'm gonna meet him. Next year I'm gonna meet him down at Dodger Stadium. I'm gonna get a picture, autograph, you name it. So if you want to see that, subscribe here. We'll be there next year. But yeah, I like the Padres, but the Dodgers again are the cream of the crop. They're the kings of the West. But anyways, on to the series. It was Chris Paddack, their ace, versus Walker Buehler, our ace, and let me just say Chris Paddack got the best. Walker Buehler has not turned out to be Walker Buehler this season yet. He came into camp late, and he has not fully got that arm ready, and it's shown these first 2 starts, and the Dodgers ended up losing that game 5-4 versus San Diego. On to game 2 of the series. Dinelson Lamet for the Padres was on the mound, and he took a no-hitter into the 6th inning. And finally, that's when the Dodger offense woke up, got some hits, got some runs, and with the game, Dustin May did an amazing job again. Dustin May is going to be an absolute stud. and the Dodgers would get the win 5-2 over the Padres. And for the rubber match, which was tonight, great game, probably the best game of the year so far, besides that Astro game. But 7-6 win over San Diego Padres. We take the series down in San Diego at Petco, and yeah, it was an eventful game to say the least. Stripling improved to 3-0, which is great. He over the years has been kind of a scary sight to see on the mound. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get. But this year he's been really solid. He's done really nice. I cannot complain with Ross Stripling. And Jansen at the end almost blows it. Again, I cannot fully say that I trust Kenley Jansen coming in to close games for the Dodgers. I cannot say that yet, but hopefully he gets it together. Jock Peterson had 2 home runs. I've been begging to get Jock Peterson more ABs, more playing time. AJ Pollock's been hot too, so that's why he hasn't gotten as much playing time. Mookie Betts, notable, was out for the series, except played some defense in the 9th inning. And again, great game. Chris Taylor nailed Trent Grisham out at the plate to end the game. What a throw by CT3. I thought that was for sure going to score the tying run. But, I mean, Chris Taylor, I mean, I'm always on left field. Chris Taylor does play some good defense. He does get run down balls, and he has a decent arm too. I think people should start making note of that. But again, that was a nice surprise by Chris Taylor, and the Dodgers would get the win 7-6 over the Padres, take the series. They would end up having a great road trip at 7-2. So, I mean, you cannot complain with that whatsoever. So my grades for the offense, I'm gonna have to give the offense a B+. Now, I said last week that I'd get it up to B+, and they did just that. They've been putting up some runs, 5 runs average, and with 5 runs, you should be able to win some ball games. So the offense has picked it up a little bit. I want to see that keep going. Offense B+. For the pitching, now pitching last week was A++. It has come down to earth a little bit, but it's still doing a really good job. I'm gonna give the pitching an A- because with the injuries we have building up to par, Kershaw barely made his first start. Bullpen is starting to come down back to human life again, but they're still doing a really good job. A- for the bullpen and the pitching staff. I mean, they're getting the job done, and that's all you could ask for out of this team right now. So with that, that's week 2 and the wraps for the Dodgers. I'll be back here for week 3 recaps. And I mean, it was a good week, and we're on to week 3, so we're on to the middle of August, and I cannot wait for that. So with that being said, subscribe here, like here, Dodger fan, baseball fan, sports fan. Like I said, this is the place to be. I'd appreciate that in any way or form you can support the channel. And without further ado, I'm gonna end this video tomorrow. Laker video, stay tuned for that. Without further ado, y'all have a good night, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.